everyone. Today I wanted to come to you guys and show you how I make my protein loaded morning coffee. And I'm going to give you a couple of little tips on if you don't drink coffee, you can do it with hot chocolate instead. And I'm also going to tell you about the giveaway of the protein that I'm going to do, and I'll leave all the information down below. So first off, let me tell you a little bit about what it is. I had tried a protein coffee mix that's already out there on the internet, and it was okay to me. But I just figured I can make this on my own cheaper because it was pretty expensive per cup. That's what I'm going to tell you about today. It's called a protein loaded coffee, and I make mine with flavor, or you can have it just regular coffee. You don't have to put any flavoring in it. And if you're not a coffee drinker, you can do the same thing with hot chocolate, and you can even add flavor to your hot chocolate, like if you like peppermint or, you know, I don't know, vanilla in your chocolate, caramel chocolate, you can add flavoring in those. So you guys, I'm not going to show you how to make the hot chocolate, but I am going to show you the coffee, and you'd pretty much do the hot chocolate the same way, okay? So anyway, I have coffee every morning to wake me up and get me started. I have 1 cup a day, or really I have a big mug, so it's like 2 cups a day, and that's all I have. And as you know, we have to have our protein at least twice a day, so this way I get my first scoop in with no problem. So I wanted to merge the two together, and that's how I end up finding the other coffee protein, because that's what I was looking for on the internet, a way to merge my protein into things that I already do on a daily basis. And you guys, I will tell you, I've tried several different protein powders, and none of them work the way the unflavored protein that I've chose to use on a daily basis. None of them work the same. The texture is not the same. The taste is not the same. So this is the best one, and I've tried probably about 6 or 7. I'm not kidding you guys. So anyway, now the next thing I want to talk to you about is the contest. I'm actually going to run a contest on the protein powder that I use. I want to give away a 2-pound package, and the giveaway is going to start on May the 1st, run through May the 31st, and I'm actually going to post the rules down below also. And don't forget to subscribe. Even if you don't want to enter the contest, I'd love for you guys to subscribe and help me get my numbers up. This takes a lot to do every day, so it's just nice to see the numbers go up and people appreciate what you do. And I appreciate all the subscribers I have right now. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love the emails and questions that you guys send me all the time, and the encouragement and love that you guys give me and my daughters. I truly, truly appreciate that. Because even though I'm this far out in this journey, you guys, I still have my down days, my slow days. And so sometimes when you ladies and gentlemen send me love, it really, really helps, and it makes me recommit. So you guys, without further ado, I've been talking a while here already. Me and my mouth just runs all the time. But anyway, let's look at the video. This is my favorite cup that my daughter gave me for one of my birthday presents, so I use it every day. It says Super Mom. Next, this is my coffee. I use Costa Rican coffee, but you guys feel free to use whatever flavor coffee you like. And I use a mini percolating coffee pot that brews fresh coffee, and I use the triangle filters. Right here, I'm just setting up the coffee, preparing it to make a fresh brewed cup for you guys. I use a big heaping scoop of coffee, which makes my coffee very, very strong. You don't have to make your coffee that strong. Please make it your desired way. I just personally love strong coffee. Right here, I'm taking some cinnamon and adding a dash to my coffee, to the coffee grounds, and I let that percolate or brew with the coffee. You guys, cinnamon it helps you lose weight. Right here, this is pre-made coffee that I make the first thing during the week. and I store it in the refrigerator because I use a little bit of this to help make the protein coffee. Now I'm just adding the water in, and I'm starting this cup of coffee fresh pot to brew. And as that's brewing, I'm going to make the protein powder mixture. So I use a magic bullet to make my mixture, as you see there, and I just use the small cup with the small blades because that makes it creamier and blends it very well. So while that's percolating, and then I use about an ounce, maybe half an ounce or so of the pre-made coffee, and I put that in the blender cup. And then I'm adding my protein powder. You guys, I put things in canisters up on my counter just to make it easier to get. And this is my American Way unflavored protein mix. It comes in a 10-pound bag, you guys. That's the cheapest I found. And that's it in the container. And again, I'm going to use a heaping scoop of this, and that is 26 grams of protein. So my coffee has 26 grams of protein in it. And then next I'm going to add some flavored, sugar-free flavored Torani syrup. And right here I'm just showing you all my different flavors of syrup on my counter back there. And that's so I don't get bored drinking the same flavored coffee all the time. I use unflavored coffee and unflavored protein powder, and then that way I can control my flavors and have whatever I want for the day. And this morning I decided to go with English toffee. Torani, make sure you have the blue cap, not the gold. And the blue means that it's sugar-free, made with Splenda, and that's what I'm showing you right here. So please make sure it has the Splenda in it and the blue wrapping, and make sure it says sugar-free on the bottle. And then I'm just going to pour a little bit, a dash of this into the protein mixture just to add a little bit of flavor. I do not like my sweetness to come from my syrup. It's too syrupy for me. I prefer to use the Splenda to sweeten it further. So I just use just a little bit for flavoring. And then I go in here and I'm blending it with the magic bullet. I stop, I shake it up a little bit, and I continue to blend for a quick second, you guys. And this is probably all of, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds at the most, and it's ready. And then I always put everything back up and out of the way. And I'm just waiting for the coffee to finish percolating, and I've gotten a little hot. I have a scarf on. It was actually raining out here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area today, so I was a little overdressed in the house and got a little warm. So I just pulled off my scarf and I'm back to finish preparing the coffee. Now I'm taking the protein coffee mixture and I'm putting it in my mug. And you guys, this mixture is stored in the refrigerator for the week, so it's very cold and it can tend to make your coffee cold. So when I'm finished, a lot of times if my coffee is not warm enough, I'll reheat it in the microwave for about 30 to 50 seconds. Right here I'm just showing you the consistency of the protein coffee mixture. It's a little creamy, so it's almost like adding cream to your coffee, maybe a little bit thicker consistency. And then my coffee is ready. I make just enough to fill up my blue mug every morning. I've learned how much I need to do that, and that's all I use. I only drink 1 mug a day, and that's it. So I've just poured all the coffee into the mixture. And I'm going to pour it back out again so you guys can see the consistency, the color, and it does have a little bit of froth to it. But that's the consistency. So once you mix in the regular coffee with the mixture, it becomes pretty thin. And so everyone thinks that it's going to be horribly thick, but it's really not. It's very thin and very palatable. Now I'm adding my creamer to my coffee because I like my coffee very creamy. So I use a lot. Please use at your discretion of how much creamer and sugar you want in your coffee. And this is my Splenda or Walmart's brand of the, sugar substitute. And I put in honey some days. I use honey instead of Splenda. Honey is very good for us, and here in Texas we get a lot of allergies, so I use local honey sometime. But today I'm going to use the Splenda because I'm trying to watch my calorie intake right now. And now I'm going to mix everything up in here, and I mix it really well because there's a little bit of froth that comes from blending the protein powder, and I do not like froth in my coffee. I don't even like froth on cappuccinos, so I'm mixing it really well to get rid of the froth. Sometimes I even scoop a little bit of the froth off. But I've noticed American Whey makes less froth than any other of the protein powders that I have tried this with. Now I'm going to pour this coffee in a pretty mug, clear mug, just for you guys so you can see what it looks like and the consistency of it. Looks like a very good cup of cream coffee, you guys. Cheers, here's to you. Enjoy.